So we're called Bubbles and Bleach 12th Street Laundromat, and we've been here for 5 years. And what we do here is just provide a good, clean laundromat for the neighborhood people and everyone that comes down here. So it's kind of one of the things that separates us from the other laundromats is like we'll go out and carry clothes in for people, carry clothes out for people, you know, help them a little bit more than most laundromats will. And so that's what we do. I think growing up, we used to have to go to laundromat once a month, and we'd have, you know, I grew up in a family of 7, so we'd have loads and loads of clothes. We'd have to take a taxi or get a ride from wherever we could, and we'd be at the laundromat all day doing laundry, and so once a month. So I understand like some of the hardships of people that go to laundromats, and so that was my goal when I opened it up, was to make it a little bit softer place for people when they come here.
Community.
So we really do a lot of community outreach here. A lot of things. First year we did it, Claudia, the Hispanic store, Lorena, was robbed at gunpoint by 3 men, and it was the first month we took this over, and she lost a lot of money and a lot of faith in the community. And so what we did is we tried to get the police and the mayor and a couple senators to come out and ensure us that this neighborhood would be safer for businesses and for Hispanics. And so they assured us that they did, and they wanted to do a community outreach with us, and that's what we did. And we actually had police playing on the floor with kids and drawing and coloring, and we had food and music. And so our outreach has started out from that, and then every year we've done one to and try to make it bigger and bigger. And 2 years ago we probably had 400 or 500 people out here for a celebration. And this last year we did a Hispanic Heritage Month celebration for Independence Day for Latin communities, and probably had about 100 people, but it was our first time doing it. So we're going to try and do it again and try and do that every year. And then we also have a Christmas party here where we give away gifts. We just ask people to sign up. We don't care if they've signed up for Toys for Tots. We don't care if they've signed up for Salvation Army. If they want a gift for their kid, they just give you their name, their age, and then they come in and pick it up.
How the Latino Business League, and specifically Al Carranza, was able to help you, because you had some. Well, before we into that, how long you been in Ohio?
For about 9 years now.
And how do you know Al?
I know Al through some connections. My pastor met him and told us about Al, and also my father worked for Al, and they told us about how he can help Latinos in like pretty much anything that they really need. So that's kind of how I went to him, and also through a problem that I had with university. I needed some help with assistance because I didn't really have anyone to guide me, like how the process of getting into the university and getting help with like financial aid issues and all that kind of stuff, and he really helped us with that. I feel like we're slowly getting to a place where we're gonna start seeing more help for the Latino community, because like when you have an office like the Latino Business League, you get connections and you start to meet people that really help you get out there.
Right.
And so I feel like that is something that can really help, and if it grows more and more and more Latinos will be able to find ways to really get out there and get connected. And I feel like that really was something that helped me feel like maybe the career that I want and what the connections that I have with Al that can really benefit me, because I can, as someone who wants to be a nurse and being bilingual, I feel like that can really be good working in a hospital where there's sometimes people who don't speak Spanish, who don't speak English, and I can like help them when it comes to that. And also giving back to my community in like working places where maybe not many people work for, like in good poverty struck areas.
Right.
I could also like I feel like I could also work in places like those to help and give back to the people that really need it. And